Okay, 2.3, we're going to solve equations, but now they're going to have more than one step. So we're going to make it more challenging. And today is one of my most favorite lessons because we get to talk about presents. So if you can think of solving equations with more than one step, kind of like wrapping and unwrapping a present, first it will make it more fun, and second of all, it'll help you remember what to do. So let's think about how you would wrap the perfect present. Well, the first thing you would do is you would wrap it in paper. So start with the paper. And then you would tape it up. And then you would probably put a bow on it. Oops, that's not a W. And then you would probably put a card on it. So if we were going to unwrap that present, you wouldn't, maybe, it depends on how you do it, but pretend it's like your old grandma that takes like 5 hours to unwrap a present. First thing she does is she reads the card. Takes her like 5 minutes to do that. And then she's going to carefully take off the bow. Drives you crazy. Then she's going to go to each piece of tape and tear that off slowly. And then she'll take the paper off. So if you notice, it's going in complete opposite order. So paper, tape, bow, card, card, bow, tape, paper. So think of solving equations as like your 90-year-old grandma unwrapping a gift on Christmas. So solving equations is a lot like that. So you have to undo each operation that you see in the reverse order, just like your grandma. So that's what we're going to practice today. So think about this as your present. So let's talk about what is happening to the x. The first thing that's happening to x is it's being multiplied by 3. And the second thing that's happening is it's being subtracted by 7. So to undo that, we're going to go in the reverse order, just like grandma. So the first thing we would do is to do the opposite, so we're going to do the opposite, so plus by 7. And then the opposite of multiply would be to divide by 3. So complete opposite order, just like the present. So hopefully that made sense. I don't know, it sounds crazy to you. But remember, just like the couple days before this, anytime you're solving an equation, it has to stay balanced. So let's try some of these. So here's our present. It's now an equation because we have that equal sign, so separate your sides. All right, so first thing that was happening was this, then this. So we're going to go like our grandma and do it in opposite order. So the first thing we're going to do is the opposite of minus 7. So we're going to get rid of that first. So we're left with 3x equals negative 5. All right, so then we have, oops, I made a mistake. Catch me with this. Tell me that I made a mistake when you get to class tomorrow. That's ridiculous. All right, so add 7, I'm sorry. So we're left with 9. So then we have multiplication, so we're going to do the opposite. One more time. Divide by 3. So we're left with 3. So complete opposite order. We found the right answer and we kept things balanced. Life is great. All right, draw your line. Now it's just weird because they're on different sides here, but it's okay. We still have to just get this y by itself. So we're going to go in reverse order. First thing that's happening is it's multiplied by y and then subtracted by 5. So we're going to do the opposite. We're going to start with this 5. So right now, if you just look at the 5, look in front of it, this is actually a positive 5. So we're going to do the opposite and subtract 5 on both sides. So we got rid of that. So we're left with 12 on this side. And we're actually left with a negative 2y. So be careful of those negatives on these types of problems. So we have negative 2y equals 12. So the opposite of this now, this is multiplication, the opposite is going to be to divide. So we have y equals a negative 6. Life is great. We unwrapped the present. We kept things balanced.